See, let's chit chat about some Aion. Some Aion 2 stuff. It's gonna be a really chill stream. I'm actually not gonna play any video games this time around. I'm actually just going to be chit chatting about some of the stuff with Aion 2. Kind of excited for this. Can't really wait to see what the future holds. What I've kind of got picked out is some hand-selected clippets, some hand-selected videos that I want to watch. Granted, they are all from the same guy on YouTube. He has some pretty good quality content, and I think that it's worth watching and seeing what he has to say about some of the classes. But also, it looks like he pulled a lot of the video for the classes from the actual, I guess, dev streams or update streams from the developers. So that's what we're kind of hoping to see. I got one video for each class. They're about 10 minutes apiece. I don't plan on watching 100% of the video, but I do plan on watching enough of it to get an idea for the gameplay for each class. Got myself something to drink so I can talk a lot. Put this off to the side down here. All right. So, without further ado, we'll get right on into it. All right. So let's watch some videos here. First up, we're gonna watch some Templar.
Real gameplay
turn
of
that down.
class.
We're gonna turn this down. Not really too worried about too much of what he has to say. But I do want to see some of the gameplay from each of the classes, just to kind of see what we're looking at. So, of course, the localization that we're going to be seeing in these videos is all Korean, so we're not going to be able to read any of it. But we'll be able to see kind of the visualizations and the gameplay style, how aggressive, how defensive, or how flashy some of these classes are. Some things that I'm looking at is actually going to be movement. I want to see how the movement is with each class. Mobility, I guess you could actually say would be a better term to use. I'm very curious to see the mobility here. The mobility, the animations, sort of the play style, whether they play kind of reserved or if they play very aggressive. That's kind of what I'm hoping to dissect from some of these videos.
Questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in world.
Let's see if we can skip ahead here a little bit.
So here we go. Let's go direct.
So it's still got a pull from the just like the original Templar in OG Aion, which is cool. It's kind of what Templar is not really known for, but it is an iconic skill that they use, being a pull. I don't know what that mob was doing towards the last 10 to 20% of its health, but it looked like it was starting to flee, so I couldn't really tell if that was a Templar skill, almost like a fear. Okay, so you can jump backwards and then pull. That's kind of effective. It's especially kind of trolly too. Like if you're in a Zerg, you could probably jump back and pull somebody into your group, which could be very powerful and also very annoying. Like the visual effects, it looks like you had like a little energy bubble over him too. That was kind of cool.
Already on beginning of this video, this outfit which this class currently is having, yeah, this is not something unique to Templar, because you would expect the Templar would have some kind of heavy armor. Don't worry about that.
So far it's just sword board. I am curious to know if they're still gonna have great sword gameplay. Maybe they've already showed the great sword. I just haven't been paying attention to that part yet.
Here in Aion 2, any class, any gear.
Oh, cool.
Kind of shield, protection. Obviously, this class will have very high.
So I can't see where the buffs are on this video.
Oh, this is nice. Very beautiful zoom out. So what I like about this game also, it is a real PC game, because on mobile devices you can.
I would imagine the buffs are right here.
Also, you can see, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, see, buffs are going to be right above your mantle bar, so it looks like you got 5 seconds left on that shield. So, 1, shield disappears. Okay, so your buff icon is actually going to be right above your mantle bar. That's good to know.
So, this is very nice. nice zoom out. You need
It'll allow me to kind of hone my eyes in on what I need to focus on when watching these videos.
This is not the main thing about any good MMORPG, but definitely it's very important. Oh, look at this. That was looking really good. A little bit of showcasing skills.
Okay, so
here showcasing Templar. They already during.
So it looks like you got two different grades of gear, maybe. I can't really see because this banner in the way, but it looks like you got something that's kind of gray and something kind of gold. Obviously significant damage stats here for this class. All the stats seem to be the same, reflected on each. Not exactly sure what they are. Probably one's a crit strike, something, one another. Crit accuracy, maybe. Attack accuracy, damage range. Kind of what I'm picking up from these stat numbers. The stat numbers seem to be fairly... Oh, that banner went away. So yeah, you got a gray, so probably a common, and then you got a legendary or a gold.
And also sorcerer. You can check already those videos on my YouTube channel from yesterday and day before yesterday. I have videos about...
I'd imagine that's probably a PvP weapon. No, go back. I'd imagine this is probably a PvP weapon because of this what looks like to be an augment bar. I can't quite tell.
Channel from yesterday and day before yesterday.
But I'm also looking at this right here. So you see these mana stones slots. These are clearly mana stone sockets. But this one down here, maybe a greater mana stone, because it's still got the same sort of characters, but just maybe a greater mana stone.
About each one of these class. Also, before launch of the game, I'm preparing dedicated videos about each class, including the description of the skills. Oh, look at this. Guys, this is extendable weapon. This is extendable weapon.
Wow.
You see this?
So the extendable weapon is it's got quite a bit of reach. I would actually argue it looks visually like it's got more reach than OG Aion's extendable weapons, which is kind of spooky for it's gonna be kind of a spooky experience for anybody who's ranged, unless the range is also increased.
This was nice. This was nice. Wow.
Kind of an AoE thing.
Impressive. For a melee class, that was looking very nice. So why I was so excited like 1 minute ago, because of extendable weapons, it's confirmed in Aion 2. Yeah, this is extendable weapon. Look at this. How do I know that? It has a special 2 more meters of the range. Extendable weapon, I can see only for melee classes. That was logical. However, now in Aion 2, we are going to have also.
So that was actually his pet. It looks like. I guess you can mount your pets. That's kind of interesting.
Presentation regarding mount. Extendable weapons, without any doubt, very important in Aion 2, same like in original Aion, and you will see when you finally get extendable weapon, which will probably not be easy, power of your character will be increased highly because of that additional range. It doesn't matter are you melee or range class. I can mention mount, actually pet. So you can see beside the character, currently you can see this.
Okay, so you don't require a target to attack.
Your mount.
So it begs the question as to whether or not this is going to be a tab target game or a kind of like an action RPG where you attack and if something is in front of you, you hit that thing. I personally like the tab targeting, so I kind of hope that the targeting system is still kind of, you know, you attack the thing that you're attacking, especially for a ranged class. That can be kind of difficult.
The shop, nothing pay to win. Don't worry about that. I think this drag system, I like this system much more than system from Throne and Liberty.
And there's that pool.
Into, right, some kind of mount. Let's say it on that way. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, again. Yeah, really beautiful. I like it. I like what I can see here regarding Templar, guys. Sadly, not many people play.
Hold on, back up.
I like it. I like what I can see.
We've got 3 seconds there.
Templar, guys,
these are popped up. Okay, so it looks like they still have the same sort of state active skills. So if you notice, he's knocked down. There's 2 skills, and then whenever the mob gets back up, those 2 skills disappear. So I'd imagine it's something kind of like whenever you knock down an OG Aion, you have break power and sword storm. I think it was sword storm into break power. I forget what the pitless blow. I think.
I like what I can see here.
Again, looks like the mob got knocked down, and it procced these 2 skills, which are I guess would be something like pitless blow and break power.
Sadly, not many people play tank classes, but we need.
So they still have the
tank.
state
There is
active
another
effects for your
option
skills.
tanking. That would be a gladiator, but gladiator is more a
That's good.
melee class than real tank. Main tank of this game is definitely Templar, and for endgame hard content, specifically for PvP.
Okay, so it looks like he
Than real tank.
pulled,
Main
jumped
tank
back,
of this game is definitely
jump
Templar,
back, pull,
and for
jump back again. This is another skill that he's using. I would imagine that's probably a chain to something.
PvE, probably we are going to need
Or that's still the same stun.
right? Templar class.
Maybe when you pull, you
Yes,
stun,
it is
which is why that
somewhat
activated.
important. I have played Gladiator most of my gameplay time. Out of 15 years I'm playing Aion. I can play Gladiator mostly. I could tank on Gladiator. Even in Aion, here in front of us, guys, is looking very good. You can see here that combat is looking armor outfit, right? But like I said, in Aion 2, any class can wear any armor. There is no any kind of restrictions. And they wanted to show you here that you is not extendable. This one now, they have not extendable. You can
What? Da. So I'd imagine this parentheses right here in Korean means extendable. Because up here in the name, usually that's whenever it says that it's extendable. So it probably says like the name of the item up here, what kind of item it is, which may be a sword board or a sword and shield, whatever this is, because it's the same over here. And then this one has a parentheses next to it, which I would imagine is probably extendable.
see by appearance of the weapon, extendable weapons have specific cuts on the weapon, on the sharper part of the weapon, because then that part is extending fast pace, very good. You can see here in front of you, even for melee classes, right, combat is looking very good. Range classes, amazing, just amazing. But now you can see from this presentation, even melee classes like Templar have a really combat which is looking very good. So guys, this was Templar in action. Also, just to add, you can see here that user interface is no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central European time. If you have any
All right. So that was Templar. Thoughts on it? I think that it's going to be kind of pretty close to what the kind of the original, with the exception with the like jumping backwards. I think I think that's like a universal dodge, because I see a lot of the class previews that I've seen already. A lot of them have that dodge ability where they can jump to any direction, forward, side, backwards, which can be effective and is gonna offer a different sort of dynamic to the PvP that OG Aion was known for. But I think that with dodging coming in, it's gonna be much different dynamic for the game. But it seems like they're keeping kind of, at least as far as the Templar goes so far, the gameplay is still kind of the same, where you can pull, stun, knock down, and have some very powerful skills lined up for whenever that person is stunned or knocked down. So let's check out some Gladiator.
Guys, here we go. First ever gameplay of Gladiator class. Today we have got a brand new live stream from NCSoft. So let's check what we have. World of Aion.
The armor design is good.
Let's focus on the main topic.
I do like the dark colors and the bright silvers that are coming through on it.
Design, you have seen main. So you can see here UI much improved. Definitely they have polished UI. Okay, Perry is here. Wow, that's looking good. That is looking good.
So hold up, back up. I think I saw something similar to the Templar. So this mob looks like it's knocked down. It has a status effect there, or a stat effects. And then these skills are popped up. And as soon as one of those goes away, both of those skills go away. So they do have state active skills, like I said, for Gladiator 2. So I'd imagine whenever that mob is knocked down or stunned or whatever, it looks like those, and they're even in the same spot as the hotbar, Q and E, it looks like. So I'd imagine that those two skills are actually, at least as far as right there for the plate class, are going to be state active skills. So whenever that mob is stunned or knocked down, then those two skills are going to be like almost like your hard hitters because they proc. So knockdown, yep. And then they use Q and E. Yeah.
So that was
So
an
Gladiator is
awesome,
going to be very strong.
I didn't even lose that much.
Stronger than Templar as expected because it is a DPS class, less of a tank than Templar, and Templar is more of a tank, so it can take more damage. So you don't want to give Templar as much damage as Gladiator.
Level 45 definitely, right?
But I think that
So let's see further.
as far as Templar glows, I think it could do more damage just based off of this sort of video that I'm watching right now. I think Templar deserves to do more damage.
Lots of mobs, world is looking alive, colors are beautiful, game is looking incredible. Game is just looking insanely good. How is the game looking? Shadows in Gladiator. Like I said, for now, we didn't see any kind of footage from Gladiator. We have seen one short clip preview, maybe like a few weeks back. Go again. Moving while attacking, of course, you need to move while you attack.
Okay.
Ooh,
So it's almost got like, for people who have played WoW, it looks like they've got something similar to like, what is it called? Leap from the warrior class in Aion or in World of Warcraft. So you kind of go from one spot and you teleport or jump to another spot.
this is looking so good. This is looking so good.
So those skills, I think those might have actually been the same as they were on Templar. Let's take a look. I think they were. Well, let's scrub through this real fast.
The most. This was a pull. Obviously, one
Those
of
are
the
on cooldown.
videos in
I need to. I'm trying to find the skills without them being on cooldown.
You, let's go. Most.
Yeah, whatever. We'll go with that. We zoom in on this.
I'm.
Yeah, they kind of look the same. Sort of colors. The design of the buttons are different, so
Many people.
I thought that maybe like the plate class would have been kind of like a universal plate class where you could swap between Gladiator and Templar maybe somehow, some way. I don't know.
Very nice skill animation, very bursty, very fast-paced, and moving while attacking. It's looking dynamic. It's looking fluid. So Gladiator looking pretty good. Gladiator looking pretty good, definitely. We don't know much about skills of Gladiator class. I'm preparing some videos very soon on my YouTube channel. You will see before Gladiator. Oh, nice. That was so nice. It's on the Gladiator. Videos also on my YouTube channel. You will see them in a few hours. But now let's focus on the Gladiator. Oh, nice. That was so nice.
So that looks like to be a knockdown where they kind of pick it up, kind of reach behind you, slam, and then slam you forward, and it knocks you down, which procs these skills. So that'll probably be within rotation, maybe, of like a PvP where you knock somebody down with that and then smack them with your two hard hitters. Because see, pulls them back, slams them forward, and now they're in a knockdown state.
Wow. That was range. That was range hit. One of these hits was range.
Oh yeah.
It was not close to a target with this character.
So despite with the combat updates, it actually does seem like they're changing quite a bit of like the visuals and probably the feel of the combat, but it looks like it's still going to be the same sort of concept.
I'm preparing one presentation regarding gameplay of Sorcerer, special, the video only about Sorcerer, then video about Cleric, but this is looking amazing. This was looking pretty good. Very fast-paced, moving. Okay, amazing greatsword.
So Gladiator uses greatsword, it looks like. So I'm wondering if Templar is going to be able to still use greatsword, because I really didn't notice any greatsword gameplay with the Templar, as it was in Aion OG Aion, which is kind of interesting to say the least.
This is looking. On one way, it's a shame we don't have spear or polyarm as main weapon for Gladiator. Maybe they're going to a bit more combat. You can see skill UI is looking different. This main user interface. They are basically improving. Maybe yes. Come on, a little bit more. Here we go. Now there's. Oh, here we go. That was range skill. Did you see that? Yes. Come on, a little bit more. Here we go. Now there's. Oh, here we go. That was range.
Okay, so Gladiator still kind of has the same sort of. They have the same sort of long range skill that you had in OG Aion, where you sort of had a ranged ability towards somebody, and it had a chain to it too. It was throw one and then throw a second. I don't know what it's called, maybe cleave or something. But you had one, that's the one going leaning to the left, and then now you have a second one going out towards that mob. Second ranged attack leaning to the right.
Here we go. That was range skill. Did you see that?
And then you jump towards them.
Skill.
Looks like you they knocked down proc, and now they have some pretty big hits because the mob is knocked down.
Wow, that was
Gladiator's super
I'm sure that
strong.
many of you who had intention to play Gladiator class, now you're certain you are going to play this class because Gladiator in action is looking very good. Skills are looking flashy. Combat
Aion.
is looking very good. Skills are looking flashy. Combat
Okay.
is not looking clunky. Combat is looking dynamic, fast-paced. Look at this speed. Speed is also insanely high. Wow.
Knock them
that was
down.
really
You get the
beautiful. So I
procs.
think that we can be
Yep.
satisfied with this presentation.
It almost looks like the same animation for break power too.
Look at this speed.
Whenever they get knocked
Speed is
down,
also
you watch the
insanely high.
animation, slap them down.
That was really beautiful.
Yeah,
So I
it's
hope
kind of
you
the same
satisfied
sort of
with this
concept where they take the
presentation
sword
for
and
Gladiator.
kind
Make
of
sure to
uppercut them a
subscribe
little
to
bit
my
with
YouTube
it.
channel. Lots of content is coming regarding Aion 2 here on my YouTube channel. As Aion veteran player, I'm really looking forward to play Aion 2 on servers in Korea and Taiwan. So you will see lots of guides, PvP wise and PvE wise here on my YouTube channel.
So for Gladiator, I think that Gladiator is actually going to be a super strong class. I think maybe it, as far as for plates, Templar is probably going to be a little underpowered. I think Gladiator is going to be a little overpowered to start out, especially in PvP. I think because it's got enough gap closers that it can use to get right on top of you. As well as with Gladiator has always kind of been the cleave skill, I think is what it was called. The range skill for Gladiator has always had a pretty decent chance of knocking you down. And if that's the case, I mean, with the sort of blink or leap that that this class has to close the gap on you, I have a feeling that Gladiator is going to be really strong right out the gates at least. For global release, I think they'll have it all sorted out by then. But for the Korean and Taiwan servers, I think that it's going to be kind of a problem starting off. But we will certainly see. I thought I had the Ranger class up here somewhere. Hold on. Pardon me 1 second. This is Ranger skills. I thought I had found Chanter Ranger. That's what I wanted to watch.
Okay, guys, time to check skills of Ranger class of Aion 2. Recently, we have get some very interesting gameplay footage from NCSoft Korea in front. Wait.
Nope, that's not it. Where was it? I had it picked out. I guess not. Assassin and Ranger. Let me see if I can pick out the Ranger out of this.
In this short video clip in front of me, you can see Chanter in action. Beautiful class. We've already seen much more of
No,
the gameplay.
that's just a skills breakdown. I'll look at that later. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Assassin class.
Gameplay of Assassin class of Aion 2.
I've kind of already seen the gameplay of Ranger. I think it's going to be a fun class to play, but I don't think it's going to be my class that I'm going to play.
And within this live stream, lots of gameplay from Assassin. So let's dive into today's video. If you are interested into gameplay of Templar, Cleric, Sorcerer, and Ranger, I have already videos on my YouTube channel from, let's say, a few weeks back. NCSoft have provided to us that gameplay, but now I want to focus on Assassin. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Aion 2 videos in the future.
Wow, okay, so the more you fly through those rings, the faster you go.
Players, PvP wise and PvE wise, everything what you need to know from World of
There's not really as far as I can tell right off the rip, there's not really a clear indication of telling how fast you're going.
Mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central European time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer.
So I can tell that they're already getting Abyss points because they are in the Abyss right now.
But now let's focus on the main topic of this
We'll see.
Assassin of Aion 2. Check
Is he fighting with two little shrimps? Is that what that is?
daggers. That's kind of standard, at least for this version.
Shrimp daggers? Okay, so you can jump behind.
Now, Assassin in combat.
Looks like he's still kind of binding up runes on him, it looks like.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Looks like the buffs are also in different places too.
Very fast, very dynamic looking definitely.
So let me go back and watch that fight again.
I'm not,
Go ahead and pump that up.
I'm not surprised. Look at
Go back.
this beauty here in front of.
I think because I was watching just the general fight, like the animations and stuff and how it kind of goes. But I wanted to look up here. That's 2 stacks of something. It's 5 stacks of something. Okay, so those are your runes that keep popping up. So you still have runes that you need to put on your target, it looks like, as far as Assassin goes. And it doesn't look like you have maybe too many abilities to apply runes. I know for OG Aion, it was kind of easy to apply runes for Assassin, because you had one skill that had a really short cooldown for applying at least up to level 3 runes, which is enough to initiate a stun. And then you had, I saw where that one of the mobs went from 0 runes to 5 runes, so they still have an instant, 5 combo rune application skill. I like the inventory. The inventory looks nice. I like how it's actually kind of sorted over here on the side. So you have, it looks like your armor, potions, craftables, and then like sort of like miscellaneous or junk. I don't know what that 4th one would be, but I kind of like that. Allows you to get around your inventory a little faster and find what you're looking for.
Things which we have discovered during this first live stream, they have improved in color basically. You can check full gameplay regarding PvP. Special video dedicated only to PvP from yesterday on my YouTube. Standard for Assassin class. Ooh, that was looking nice. Very fast.
So there's some PvP right here.
What is happening? Wow, that's so fast. Lots of crit.
Wow. What class was that he was fighting, though? Is that a sorcerer book? It kind of looks like sorcerer skills.
That was looking nice.
Yeah, that looks like a sorcerer. He's fighting a sorcerer right now, so let's go back. I remember Assassin was kind of supposed to counter cloth, I believe. Leather was supposed to counter cloth, and cloth was supposed to counter plate.
This is stealth. Stealth ability. Here we go. Assassin as stealth abilities standard for Assassin class. Ooh, that was looking nice. Very fast. He is melting this. What is happening? Wow, that's so fast. Lots of crit. I mean, even in original,
They got a lot of dodge, like a lot of zipping around.
Very high burst, insane burst of damage. I remember usually I was playing Gladiator as my main class. When I was
now I'd imagine that this assassin has a healer with him, it looks like, up here. I'd imagine that's probably the cleric with him. Cleric, Templar, it looks like, maybe assassin, and I don't know what that other one is. Maybe a chanter?
So Aion 2 could be similar to
Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. I was looking at the party.
say in some kind of arena or in open world. All I needed to do is to survive first few seconds.
So he's attacking a gladiator, it looks like.
Amazing burst of damage, and you can see that burst already here.
Oh yeah, that gladiator ripping him a new one.
Similar to original Assassin.
Yep.
That insane burst of assassin in
That gladiator ripped that assassin a new one.
So this is again in Abyss. This character channel regarding PvP stealth again. Assassin is
Looks like there's a ranger that's flying, so they still have flight combat. It looks like you can see that ranger is still. Wow, that ranger got absolutely melted. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you following. Wow, why is it so tiny? Who followed? Twin Soul 5. Hey, you're seriously amazing. I always enjoy your streams. Your energy is next level. Would love to connect and hang out with more. Sorry, dude. I don't add anybody on. I don't add people on Discord. Sorry, Bubba. And it looks like you're a possible ban evader too. So no thanks.
From yesterday on my YouTube channel, when I'm showcasing this footage.
All right, let's go back.
Assassin is stealth. You can check video only.
He absolutely melts this ranger.
From yesterday on my YouTube channel.
That ranger stood. Well, okay. It looked like there was 2 people attacking him. I was about to say. Looked like that he just absolutely melted him.
Focus on assassin and no swapping of weapons. You can see that In Aion 2, there won't be any swapping of weapons during combat. For example, like in Throne and Liberty, where you have two weapons which you freely switch during the combat. Or like in New World, for example. That's another example of the game of MMORPG where you can swap between two weapons. Here in Aion 2, you pick one weapon and that's it. You play with that weapon, whatever you pick. Now, we still didn't get confirmed officially, can you use more than one weapon per class? Probably yes, but that remains to be seen. Oh, look at this. This is looking so good. It's a shame a developer is not participating right now in this part of the gameplay a little bit. So this was part of the video dedicated to PvP. Now Assassin will move. Will it move from Abyss? Let's check. If you get actually during this live stream only presentation regarding Assassin, next live stream will be about Chanter. Yes, you heard right, Chanter. I can't wait for that. There will be, of course, for global release, but yeah, it was nice to see finally Assassin in action. And I want to go back a little bit to this part of the video. Normally, what we have seen Assassin in PvP combat. In this part of the video, they were showcasing crit build. What we have, insane burst of damage. Funky when on my YouTube channel. I have also a video regarding
So Assassin, it still kind of seems to play the same. Very fast gameplay. I think that there's quite a bit of potential for this class. Not sure exactly the way that I feel about it, just because it seems it looks like it kind of plays the same as the previous like the previous OG's Assassin, with a little bit more, I guess, mobility, a little bit more ease of being able to walk around and stuff, which is nice. Why can't I get rid of this? Hang on. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I was losing my mind for a second. So go away. Go away. There we go. So I think that Assassin's movement is going to be really good for what it is. I think that it's not going to be a class that I'm going to play, but potentially a class that I'm going to fear fighting, because they do have invis and they do have some pretty good burst. It looked like, just because of against that one ranger, I can't quite tell, but it looked like there was two people laying into that ranger. Let's see if I can find it again. Where was it? I mean, he absolutely melted this ranger. It was right here somewhere. It's that guy flying right there. He gets real low. So it looks like this guy's also helping to attack this ranger, but watch how fast this ranger gets melted. I mean, it's just like a hot knife through butter, like just wrecked. That's going to be intense to play against, especially if this is mostly coming from the assassin, which I can't tell. But it looks like, because he's got all of his skills off cooldown now, and then just absolutely decimates. But he didn't really use a whole lot of his skills. At least they didn't go on cooldown. So, but that's kind of not knowing how the rotation system works in the game yet. Because like right now, I'm going to watch the bars whenever he goes to attack this ranger. He's only using like a few skills, and I can't tell if that's in combination with that other class that melted that ranger. So assassin, I don't know how to feel about the assassin just yet. I do know that it's going to be quite the class to fight against potentially. It has quite a bit going for it. So let's check out. Oh my lord, that's really loud. This is the class I'm interested in playing. I might be playing Sorcerer instead of Ranger. I might start a Ranger too, just to have it, but my main class I think is going to be Sorcerer. I got tennis shoes. Typical Aion, adding in normal people clothes into a fantasy world. I really like the way that the book floats around. Like whenever you pull out the book, it just starts floating. I think that's like a really, really good detail.
one weapon per class. That is idea, at least from developers of the game, at least for now. We want to check today gameplay.
Yeah, the graphics in this game are insane.
In action. Before we start, before we dive into the video, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more of Aion 2 videos in the future. I'm preparing lots of guides for new players, PvP wise and PvE wise. Best builds for each class. Everything what you need to know from World of Aion 2, you'll find it here on my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on Twitch. I'm live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about...
Yeah. I'm doing my own thing. I don't need to hear about your streams.
For one, what was that? That was AoE skill. Moving all the time.
Okay, so it looks like that ring is like a frost effect that slows them down because they both have it, and they're both moving really slow.
Range DPS class. Lots of movement with this character.
Very squishy. Wow. Very squishy. Barely gets hit. Not a fan of the damage.
Sorcerer class, we also have lots of CC abilities, same like in original Aion Retail. We are going to see lots of CC, but not only CC abilities, also lots of damage. Ooh, that was lots of damage taken.
Wow, very squishy.
HP bar maximum is 5,000.
Wow.
Wow, that was very low.
This class has got to have some very good crowd control effects. Very good crowd control for it to survive in PvP. I would imagine it'll be a very strong class, like a glass cannon, so it's probably a very high skill ceiling, is what I'm going to guess.
And skills are level 12, not maximum level 20. I think this character is possibly without gear, because this...
Yeah, if you listen to what he said that the skills are all level 12. They're not even max level 20. So it looks like, I guess you could upgrade your skills as you go, just like in OG Aion, but I don't know how the upgrade system is going to work with the skill leveling. If it's going to be where, if it's like OG Aion, like back in 3.0 days where you had to buy your skill books as you leveled up, or if it's going to be like the, I think 4.0 and up where your skills were just given to you and they were just upgraded based on your level.
Character here in front of us was taking too much damage. I mean, Sorcerer is glass cannon kind of class. We know that is user interface. This is interesting. Skills user interface. Wow, that was interesting. Curse 3. That was a Curse 3 famous skill from original Aion. That was silence. You can see this purple thing above the character. That is silence, right, for that mob.
It's Curse of Roots.
Okay, that was interesting. That was a blink for that mob.
Curse of Roots right there. So they do have the typical CC, it looks like.
Okay, that was interesting. That was a blink. Sorcerer have specific blink skill.
So Curse of Roots. Curse of Roots looks like it's going to be an 8 to 9 second sleep, which is good. If we go back to whenever they first cast it, it goes as a solid.
That was a blink.
0 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Yeah, so it's going to be about a 10-second sleep. 8 to 10 second sleep. Less for PvP.
Guys, this lasts so long. What was that? 10 seconds? This is really long CC skill, this Curse 3. I think it was about 9 or 10 seconds. That's insane. That's really a lot, especially for PvP. If this lands. It's looking splashy. Skills are looking like bursting with colors. They are looking really good. Yeah, this is looking very good, guys. Wow, impressive gameplay of the Sorcerer. What I really like is that you can move with your character. Blink, again, you have seen that blink. Okay. It's taking too much damage. Still, what I can see here in front, guys, wow, this is too much damage. This character almost died. Do you see that? I think there has to be some reason, because no way also this
class is definitely squish. See, what I'm curious to know is if Sorcerer's going to have like a bubble shield like the original Sorcerer had, and if it does, I'm curious if it's going to be able to block the Templar pull like it did in OG Aion as well. because I know that the Templar pool was blocked by it, which was like a saving grace against Templars. It actually added a level of resistance to the Templars because they're so bulky. And you know, the Templars, they can last in a fight much longer than other classes when you're talking about up against a cloth, just because of the sheer amount of health that they can have. So it'll be interesting to see if that's how they're going to attack the squishiness, because from what I'm seeing, this class is super squishy so far.
For your weapons, so no surprise here. I guess they wanted to show classical outfit. This outfit is a little bit more modern. Regarding gameplay, it's looking good. It's looking pretty much fluid, fast-paced. Skills are looking bursty. Skills are looking very
NCSoft seems to be very obsessed with their characters rather than showing off the gameplay.
very nicely.
This looks like the same fight from earlier because they almost died. And that looks like Glacial Shard almost. Except it looked like Glacial Shard, but it also looked like it had an AoE damage. Did it hit both of them? Yeah, it hit both of them. But what was that skill? So it looks like you could put down an almost like what is it? There was another skill from OG Aion from Sorcerer. It was a like an icicle rain, I think, where it slowed down the targets. That one right there, kind of slowed him down and do a little damage AOE. This has got to be an undergeared character, because that cast, because it looks like a lot of the nukes are like you got to stand still to cast them, like this right here. Look, he actually has a cast bar, and it looks like there's 3 stages to it. So if you look, it charges up kind of fast, but it'll charge up. Where's it at? Come on. So there's stage 1, there's stage 2, and then max. And that's supposed to be a nuke. I'm pretty sure that would probably one bang these mobs if he was equally geared. I don't think the sorcerer is geared. But if he's not actually geared and he's going against these mobs, then that's actually kind of good, because it shows how well this class can hit. He's level 45 and the mobs are level 45, so there's that.
Glass cannon class, definitely it is. I expect to be sorcerer more squishy than other classes. Any skill. Curse 3. Here we have Curse 3 again.
Yeah, Curse of Roots. That's going to be a very powerful skill to use against somebody that, you know, whenever you're trying to do group PvP. It's a 10-second sleep, so we'll see if they've got diminishing returns for PvP, because that'll be kind of big if there's no diminishing returns against PvP. And then there's that big old nuke again, and it did like almost nothing. See how long it took to cast that thing? And it didn't do that much damage. This can't be. I mean, 1700 it looked like, or is it? What is that? How much damage did it do? 1600 damage is what I'm seeing. So it only did 1600 damage, and you're looking at like the average player health is like 5k for the sorcerer. For a sorcerer, that's a low number. You know, that's going to be like a very squishy number to have for HP. So for this person only hitting 1600 on a mob that probably doesn't have any major, you know, obviously defense against a player, maybe have some like elemental defenses, but 5k health and only hitting like a 1600 hit with a big old nuke, it's kind of a problem. I hope that that's because this character is undergeared comparatively to the other classes that we've seen so far.
For today, just to give you this a little bit of idea, and actually first real gameplay of footage of Sorcerer in open world. Open world of this game is looking just magnificent. You can see this.
So I really like the... Oh, did that mob just punch him back, or did he move back? Hold on. No, he moved back. Okay. No? The mob punched him back. Okay, so it looks like they have kind of like a passive maybe for sorcerer, where if you get punched by something, maybe in a certain way, uppercut, front punch, something like that, I don't know how in depth it goes, but it looks like it forces your character back. That's what it looks like they're displaying here, because walks up twice and gets punched and gets moved backwards. So I'm wondering if that's a sorcerer survival passive that allows you to kind of get away and create some range once you're being hit by some melee. Which will be good. Was it a buff though? Let me see. Didn't see any buffs. These are his buffs, it looks like. Or those are his cooldowns, actually. Where are his buffs are going to be right here where his scroll is. So it's not a buff. It looks like it's going to be a passive.
Lots of mobs around. World is looking alive. We can see one win stream there. And again, taking so much. Look at this. Too much damage. Just insanely too much damage.
So I like the flashy effects of Sorcerer, but I'm kind of curious to know how it's going to do once it's geared up, because that seems to be potentially a problem with the Sorcerer, is that its gear.
So let's check some information about Spirit Master feedback from FGT test in Taiwan. This time, lots of feedback from many players is gathered.
Try to find some Spirit Master gameplay here.
First ever gameplay of Spirit Master class of Aion 2 is finally here presented by in front of you guys. We are going to analyze how he's looking in action, this very powerful class of original Aion.
Looks like he's summoning a crap ton of little mud things.
Most powerful classes. So let's dive in today's video. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Aion 2 videos in the future. Here on my YouTube channel,
I really like how flashy this class is.
PvP wise and PvE wise.
It'll be kind of hard for me to decide between the two, Sorcerer or Spirit Master.
Beautiful skill animation combat. And you can see already now spirits. There are 4 types of the spirits. However, their role will be a little bit different than in original Aion. You can already play some classes, including Spirit Master.
So I guess there's not a whole lot of gameplay for Spirit Master, which kind of sucks. But the visual effects look really good. So I'm not actually going to comment too much on that.
Okay, here we have Chanter class, guys.
I think I've seen a little bit of Chanter. Chanter seems to kind of play a little bit similar to OG Aion.
So this was mount. You can see inventory, guys. Did they improve? We can see inventory is looking every stream. By the way, inventory is looking better. First time, second live stream when NC when you have seen inventory, it was looking terrible. But now it's looking much better. So wait, you can transform into this pet? That's funny. So you can transform in the pet. Your character is actually now transformed.
It's kind of dumb.
That is looking funny. But I would like to see some.
Oh, you can. Okay, so it's a transformation. It's not actually like a silly little candy form.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay, so that's how you got to drop buffs now. Okay. See, that's interesting because the ability to right-click remove from your actual buff bar, it was actually very useful in case you had a buff benefit that kind of hurt you in a fight. Similarly to like if you got slept as a sorcerer and you knew you had some incoming damage for like a setup for like a big move. Good example of this would be like a sorcerer. No, not a sorcerer. There's quite a few different classes that apply. Like for example, Spirit Master. Actually, Spirit Master would be a good example. Is that if somebody is slept and you're applying up for like a silence or a bind, something that deals like an initial damage can actually affect the sleep. So as a sorcerer, if you get slept, then it's good to remove your bubble shield, for example. Now this right here seems like it's going to be a little bit more cumbersome to do that if that situation kind of calls for removing a buff that you need to remove off yourself.
Okay. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's attack something. Please give us it. I want to see Chanter in action. Probably this will be my... Oh my god. Definitely not full action combat. What?
Okay. Wow.
Did you see that? Oh my god. Chanter.
Don't drop your panties, dude. Holy shit.
Yes, no, hit.
So it looks like Chanter has a few.
Maybe for AoE.
Oh wow,
This was good.
this has got to be a really geared character. I mean, he's got 15,000 health.
You can see here on the skill bar number 4. That was AoE hit from the Chanter.
He's got to be pretty geared. I mean, he's got 15.7k health, and for a sorcerer having only 5k health, in our previous video that I saw, that's got to be the reason why he's hitting so hard. And he's level 45. It looks like maybe the armor, the little helmet guy right there. I'm wondering if that's your armor rating for, like, you know, how hard you're gonna hit, because he was hitting pretty good. A lot of mobility, a lot of mobility. This class is going to be annoying to fight. Let's go back. So he's got a gap closer. It looks like he's Chanter also has, just like in OG Aion, they have some proc skills based on the state. So like if you are stunned or if you're knocked down, it looks like they can actually use additional skills. And they look like they're hanging around Q and E as well. So I'm wondering if Q and E is just going to be kind of like your it's either their setup for their hotbars is the way they like it, or Q and E is going to be your proc skills, your reactive skills for based on if you stun or knock something down. That's what it's looking like.
Ooh, that was okay.
A lot of movement.
Moving while attacking. Lots
A
of
lot of movement.
And fast skill animation. Skill animations are looking really fast, and it doesn't look that you are locked behind animation. Definitely, that was good. So that was Q. Come on, show us a little bit more. I wish they show a little bit more of character in combat. Just few more minutes, it would be enough to make some conclusions. We have seen at least some skills now, but guys, I like it. I like the guys. This is so exciting. We have here class. Okay, where we go?
Okay.
Okay, we go somewhere with the challenge. Guys, this is so
Well, that's nice. They actually made a different animation for whenever you scroll out somewhere. That's kind of cool. I'd imagine that animation is going to get annoying though if you scroll a lot. I'd imagine that animation is going to get really old really fast.
A wind stream. Look at the wind stream, guys. Look at the wind stream.
Yeah, it's a wind stream.
The world around is totally insane. Okay, drop it. Show off the wings. Wind stream. Where is this one taken? What kind of wings these are? I have no idea. Like Metatron. We have seen at least some.
Okay, so we got a menu finally. I can take a look. Is that same number 2212? I'm still curious to know what that number is. I'm wondering if that's your gear score. So like if you're fighting, you know, mobs and stuff, or you're going into PvP, you want to make sure that you got a high gear score. Mounts. Something. Yeah, I don't know what any of these words are. It is a clean UI though. I do like it. It is a very clean UI. I like how simple it is. It's not over the top. I think that they could have stuck to a list menu like they did last time. But having bigger buttons to push might be easier for some people. Especially like if you're in like a hurry, you know, you can probably hit a simple keybind to open this up, and then you just click what you need to click. And ooh, something's falling under my desk. 1 second. Whew, all right. I like how simple the UI is. We'll just keep it there.
Staff presentation. I like the stance. Stance is very nice. I mean, how is your character having attitude? What is this now? Are they going to take us to some dungeon?
Wait, what did he click on? What did he click on? Go back.
We have seen at least some gameplay.
So it looks like he's gonna click here, maybe.
I like the stance. Stance is very nice.
Where are you clicking? Okay, he clicked there.
What is this now? Are they going to take us to some dungeon? Solo dungeon, maybe? There are many solo dungeons in Aion 2. It would be nice to see.
That looks like Fire Temple. That's the new Chromedy.
It would be nice to see gameplay of a Chanter within.
So Chromedy. It kind of looks like a level 45 dungeon, just kind of picking and choosing off of this UI. I have no idea.
Some dungeon to see a little bit Chanter in combat, right? Because so far this is looking very good. I have to admit regarding Chanter, that dash, also 2 range skills looking very powerful, and 1 AoE skill they have shown, and also even that single target skills were looking pretty good. So definitely regarding classes, I think I'm sold for now.
So it's not gonna show any more Chanter gameplay. It's all gonna be based around this UI. But it looks like this the Chanter class is gonna be pretty good solo. Let me see if I can open up Sorcerer gameplay again. What was the gear score for this person? I'm gonna assume that was gear score. Yeah, okay, so look, if you look down here, it's only got a 4 next to his armor. So I'm wondering if that 4 is indicative of his power. Let's go back to the Gladiator, because the Gladiator, I believe, that's Assassin. I am curious to see the, that Gladiator? Yeah, it's Gladiator, okay. Shit, let's just open them all up. Templar there. Okay, so let's go to, not that one. Not that one. Sorcerer we already know is low on that little helmet icon. Assassin. So, is this one gonna show? This one actually does not show it here. Is it somewhere else? Oh, it's actually down here in the bottom left. So if you look down at the bottom left, you can still see it right under my webcam. The helmet icon shows 2052. And then for Templar, Templar's only 57. Which would make sense because it really wasn't doing a whole lot of damage. And then Gladiator. Gladiator was 1. A Gladiator did good damage.
Let's go forward. Let's see some more on my YouTube channel today or tomorrow. Because again, here we go.
45 against level 45 against level 45.
Wow.
So maybe my theory's debunked because of the Gladiator class has a number 1 next to that helmet icon. This is the Spirit Master. Okay, we are on the Cleric now.
Big news today regarding Aion 2.
Let's take a look at the Cleric.
From NCSoft, we have get brand new, fresh channel.
Go ahead and find where the gameplay is. All right.
But now let's check how is looking Cleric in action. Okay, let's go.
So casting with the mace, looks like they're actually going to allow.
Moving all the time when attacking. This is very good.
So it looks like the Cleric's actually going to use their mace, which is nice because they didn't use it at all, not even as like a casting wand. This person also is level 45, has a 1 next to that helmet icon, so I'm wondering if that helmet icon is still kind of indicative of your power. So they still can spawn servants, that's good, so they can spawn servants to kind of help out. That can also they can also hurt though, like if the cursive roots from the Spirit Master or from the Sorcerer can be interrupted with a bit of damage, which I'd imagine it would be because it's kind of a very important part of the Sorcerer's sleeps is that any damage would wake him up. That the servant could do damage and wake somebody up. I like the ground effects here with the healing servant. So if I'm in a PvP scenario or if I'm in a PvE scenario, whichever, and I need to find healing, and I can't find my cleric, if my cleric has this down and she's just kind of standing in it, then that'll be good to find.
Yellow, orange. You can see also similar to a cleric in original Aion. These servants. Let's go again. Aggro on this mob. Very nice. Ooh, wow, what is this?
Okay, hold up.
Ooh, wow, what is this skill animation? That was beautiful. Damage servant.
Okay, so you can actually knock stuff back as a cleric? That's interesting.
Okay. Wow, guys.
I'm kind of not really a fan of the way that the weapons are drawn and, well, drawn and put away. I don't really like the fact that they just kind of dissolve into nothingness. I think they could have done a better job at that.
What is this? Ah, funny mount.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a meme.
Aion 2, there will be more than
Oh yeah,
70 mounts. You heard right.
that's gonna be a meme.
How are you getting mounts? A very simple way. Mob in the game, which you can see in open world, even some mobs in
All right, let's get past the squid here.
When you're not riding your mount at that moment in time, you're tomorrow on my YouTube channel, dedicated video only about Sorcerer and Templar. First ever reveal of gameplay. Let's check. Oh, this is looking so good. You see these guys? This movement, dynamic, fluidity, and skill animations, just beautiful. Just beautiful. They have done job really good regarding cleric and basically regarding every class. So far, I am studying, of course, analyzing each class of Aion 2, and you can find videos of this type.
Cleric seems pretty good. I still don't know how to feel about
everything what you need to know about Aion
fighting them, because I'm thinking of like fighting these classes, like trying to fight them from a sorcerer standpoint, because that's kind of what I want to play.
Finally, here we go, healing servant.
And that healing servant's healing quite a lot too. 1,200, and his cleric has 6,300 health. Like that's a huge chunk, and I mean it's healing big chunks too, very frequently. Gotta be like once a second, once every other second, something. Yeah, it's like once a second, 1,100. 6 seconds, which is a long time in combat, but 6 seconds you'll be at full health.
Here we go. That is very interesting skill animation. Wow. Little bit of melee combat. It's a combination of range and melee combat here for the
yeah. Cleric seems nice. It's gonna be melee and range, which is nice. Gives the cleric kind of a diverse feel.
So make sure to subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitch. I am live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central.
So back on this first fight, it looks like the cleric is only spamming one skill, which is like maybe their auto attack. That's why they're not doing too much damage, it looks like, maybe. And right here they start doing actual skills. Yeah, see, they're not using anything else on the hotbar. So kind of bad. Let's take a look at the PvP.
Exciting day regarding Aion 2. Today we have get from NC Taiwan brand new gameplay footage.
All right.
Who have played during FGT.
So 1v1s. What is this? 4v4s.
In Taiwan, and look at this boss fight. This is bird, which reminds me a lot on Sarpan region. If you have ever played Aion before, that was a long time ago. However, this is first ever reveal of a boss fight, which is looking incredible. This is some kind of bird boss. You can see it's even flying. And we cannot see too much of footage, but at least a little bit of this, it's looking very good. It's on some kind of platform. And again, it's giving me very high in Aion 2 to play. And there will be worth to play. Because not only that you can get different kinds.
Was it going to show the PvP?
But most importantly, like I said, we have seen first ever little bit of sneak peek into 1 versus. Definitely Sarpan vibe. Not entirely, but colors here is looking like mode 4 versus 4. It reminds a lot. It's looking like Fire Temple, where they have a Fire Temple new version of the game. Well, at least something. It's not much, guys, but this rest part of the video is now showcasing mini games. That's nothing strange, nothing new. We have already seen a lot of. PvP is very important topic for all the MMORPG players, also for the many players who are going.
The PvP combat looks good. Can't really say too much because there's not a whole lot to show.
Let's talk about combat of Aion 2 because I have seen.
So Aion 2 seems pretty darn good. I think that my top classes, if I had to pick, would be Sorcerer and Spirit Master. We'll just start off there. Mage looks like it's going to be a ton of fun to play. So I'll be definitely sticking to that. I might make a Ranger just for fun. Not for any particular reason to play Ranger, but Spirit Master and Sorcerer are probably going to be a very close decision, very hard decision for me because I like the way both of them look. And then as far as the healer classes go, Chanter seems like it'd be good. Templar, I would have to say I can't really pick between Templar or Gladiator because they both seem to have their ups and downs. Can you not post spam to my chit chat, please? Please? Pless? It'd be nice. Because now I don't know how to get it off my OBS screen. So we're going to do this for now because I don't know how to get it off there. Where was I at? Gladiator and Templar seems to be very good for multiple reasons. They both seem to be kind of tanky. I didn't see a whole lot of damage coming in on that Templar. But I don't know how to feel about them because I can't tell how geared somebody is. I mean, I'm looking down here at this number at the bottom left now on this assassin class video, or even is this is the Chanter class. It's right here in the dead center of the screen, where it says 2212, and this Chanter did some serious damage, some serious AOE damage. I mean, it took out one mob really quick, very almost instantly, like a 2-shot, and that mob's level 45 too. And I mean, it just melted that mob. And he did 1600 damage, which with something that, you know, looked like an instant cast skill for a Chanter, whereas the Sorcerer had to charge up a pretty significant skill to do 1600. And that was big. What was that? 7,900 damage with a ranged attack from Chanter. So this has got to be a very geared Chanter, and I would imagine that armor score is probably a gear score. It's got to be a gear score. If not, I mean, it's got to reflect something to do with your power, because so far, like the few classes that I've seen, the only one that did not make sense would be Gladiator, because Gladiator had a very low score too. I think it had like a 1 or a 4, and it was dishing out some pretty good damage. But like the same thing with like the Cleric, you know, the Cleric had very low armor score too, as far as what that number was, and that Cleric didn't do a whole lot of damage in like the ranged part, but then like whenever it was meleeing, it did a lot of damage. So I really don't know how to feel about it. I mean, of course I can't read Korean. I don't know what the actual meaning of the UI is and whatnot. This is just my kind of speculation. So we'll just kind of wait to see what we see when the server drops. And I will be playing the Taiwan servers. I already have it kind of ready to be installed. I'll be playing the Taiwan servers and potentially live streaming it as well. On day one, I think it's dropping on the 18th maybe for early install and character creation. I'll do a live stream on then at that point. And then I'll also, I think on the 19th is whenever they're opening up the servers to be able to actually play the servers. So that's whenever I'll be playing. That's whenever I'll be actually playing the game. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of skeptical right now on what to think about a lot of it. But the gameplay looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's a lot of really flashy bits. I think that it looks great. Wait, why is that not transitioning? Transition. There we go. I think it looks great. I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be fun. Why is that not updated? Stand by, people. I am attempting to update a game. Bad. Oh, it's a very quick patch. That's good. I think it's going to be fun. I think there's a lot of speculation that you can throw out, but you really don't know until you start playing. Let's get rid of you. Skip that because that's going to take way too damn long. Here. And let's do that. All right. Come on, game. Doop-a-doo. All right. We're going to get back into some Enshrouded here. We're going to play some video games before I end up off. I'll be streaming for about another 20-25 minutes roughly. Let's see. With shelter beds assigned. They should have their shelter beds assigned. Your bed was this one. Bed occupied. Bed occupied. Wait. Unassigned. You can be there. And then you're supposed to be there. There we go. Pretty sure I did that already though. Why is my game running like shit? Hello? Performance. Why is my game running like crap? That's interesting. Whoops. No. Got the shit. Back over there. Maybe it's that. Yeah, that's better. Why is there a wolf right here in my base? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Damn. Get out of here, dude. This is my base. You're not allowed inside. What are y'all laughing at? I better not be having a little powwow out here. Not you. You. I've got to handle something really quick. Give me just a minute. Let me see if I can fix this. I gotta swap my microphones around real fast. That should have. Hello? Hello? There it goes. Alright. Give me just a minute. I gotta. Alright, I have returned. Turn us way down. Holy shit. There we go. Alright. Let's get back to it. Quests. I know I need more sparks. So I think I'm gonna go and hunt down some sparks really fast. We're gonna set. Oh, jeez. Get out of here. Alright, so we're gonna go there, grab that spark. I've already got that one over there. Why do I still have the text muted up there? Go away. Alright. Bap. Maximum 60%? Why am I... Maximum health and stamina, okay. Interesting. Alright. Get out here where we need to go. Find this flame shrine. I think I've already gotten that one. I don't think I've gotten that one. No, I haven't. We're gonna steal this one really fast. Alright. There's a spark. Need to go across this place. And go get this other one. I think this is the place where I kept dying last time. I'm much stronger now. I think I fight like regularly. I fight level 9 mobs. Uh-oh. I don't have my chat pulled up. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm also gonna get my butt kicked. Why do I have a torch? Get out of here. Oop. Excuse me. Cut it out, dude. You don't know what you're messing with. Apparently you're messing with somebody who can't shoot for shit. Stop dodging! Get out of here. Open says me. Gotta be a way in. Yep. I found the way in. I found it. Crappy loot though. That's for sure. Got some lore. Still locked. Despite already being inside and I can't just unlock it from the inside. Alright. Where is it at? It's gotta be back here. Where is the... Is it up there? Oh no. It is way up there. Okay. So I gotta find a better way up. Retired alien dude, appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome to the community. I'm not gonna be able to climb this rock. Man. I doubt that's gonna go where I need to go. Maybe I can get away with climbing this side. We're gonna try. I found the stream. I'm glad you did, man. Glad you did. We're kind of cheating here a little bit. We're gonna climb our way to this flame shrine. Now I'm above it. My waypoint says it's down below. Location below. Yep, there's my flame shrine right there. That's what I needed. Alright, we got another spark. So those two are done. Don't think I got that one. Let's see, what happens if I just go straight this way? Will I go through the mountain? Because it's through a mountain. If I had money, I'd give you a little bit, but I'm a little crippling debt for real. It's all good, man. I'm not expecting money. People give money, people give money. Wow, headshot. Get out of here. I have a feeling the flame shrine's gonna be up there again. Up on top of stuff. These are spiders. If you have arachnophobia, don't watch. Something's mad. Get out of here. Yeah, you thought. Oh, he didn't. Get out of here. I would imagine maybe there's a way up. Not inside the spooky spider cave. Gotta be a way up where I'm not going inside the spooky spider cave. I don't want to go in the spooky spider cave. Too spooky. Waypoint is showing me up there too. So I think actually there might be a road over here that I can take. I don't remember if I've gotten this one or not. This road feels a little familiar with actually going and getting this flame shrine. I missed. Didn't miss that time. Stop moving. Bats. Okay, yeah, I definitely did not collect this flame shrine just yet. Oop. Get out of here. These lovers sought refuge in the flame, but it warms them no longer. Offer its spark to the flame altar in your home. A mana potion. Too bad I don't use mana.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go home. Let's go find out. I need to see how many sparks I have. I think I have like 3 or 4. Which is kind of up the alley of what I need it to be. So let's see. Shift R. Oops. Shift R. And here. Shift R. How many sparks I got? Where are they at? Let's take these out. Let's put them with the sparks because they're kind of sparky. 5 sparks. Okay, so I do have most of the materials. Wax. I need to collect more wax. Salt, spark, shroud wood. I need more shroud wood. I know that for sure. Flintstone. I need to get that matron helmet. I think that I'll do that first. Character attribute bonuses. Time in the shroud 7 minutes. Flame level. Shroud passage level is going to be upgraded to level 3. Character attribute bonuses 1 to 2. I need to go get this boss's head, but I don't know where he's at. Yeah, saved your life, dude. Now I'm going to take it if you stop running. Nope. I shot over his head. I will get you. Come here. Ha! Gotcha. Alright. Let's see. Journal. Salt mine location. I do need to go get some salt. Journal. Salt mine location. Set as active quest. Reach the mine and acquire salt. The hunter has asked you... Okay. Salt mine location. Set as waypoint. That's what we're going to go do right now. Alright. Water. Salvage that. Maximum stamina increased. Alright. Be over there. 500 meters. Let's see if we can make it. Is it in the shroud? Looks like it's going to be in the shroud. So we're going to be in the shroud, in the dark. Going to be interesting. Hey, dude. Let me pass on by. No need to be alarmed. I won't kill you. Alright. Oop, that was an arrow that just whizzed by my ear. Okay, we're getting close. It's definitely going to be in the shroud. If not, it's going to be on top of that mountain over there. Ooh, buddy. This shroud is deep as fuck. Alright. Spooky, spooky. Here we go, inside. Oh, nope, not where I want to be. Not where I want to be. I don't like those bugs, dude. There's so many of them. They always swarm. Ha! Nothing my trusty sword can't fix. Okay, good there. What's up, dude? You really don't die that well. Now you do. Skills. I got 5 skills. Wow, I didn't spend anything. Oops. Missed. You tricky little... Woo! Damn. Get out of here. Wow. You sneaky little butt. Alright. Wait. I hear him. I hear him. Get out of here. Alright, let's see. Endurance, stamina, and critical strike. Critical chance, critical damage, stamina regeneration, dexterity, and endurance. I think I gotta go with the passives there on that one. Damage against flying enemies is increased. Bee sting. Firing or aiming your bow while airborne slows down your fall briefly. Every shot lifts you slightly, granting more airtime. What? I'm wondering if that's possible to just fly. That'd be cool. Oh, there you are. Woo! Get out of here. What's up, dude? Oh, is that where y'all are coming from? Not any longer. Ooh. I wonder if that's better than what I got. Let's see, we got power is 12, power is 16, but I think if I upgrade that. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep that. Let's put that on my bar so I don't lose it if I die. That there, put that there, and that there. Alright. Continue onward. I got 3 minutes in the shroud left, and I'm trying to get to this place. I think I might have to take a momentary get out of the shroud time and try to come back. Because if I don't, I might die from shroud time. Ooh, buddy, this is a long shroud. Hope I got enough time to get out of it. About to get the caution warning here in a second. Maybe this way gets me out. Yeah, it looks like it, maybe. Oh, yep, okay, I found a break in the shroud right here. More shroud. Alright, I found a break in the shroud, we're good. Let my shroud time come back up. Flame shrine right up here. Maybe that flame shrine's actually above me. That's fine. We'll ignore it for now. I can always come back. Is that a path up, or is that just the way the rock looks? The way the rock looks, okay. Alright, so let's try to go back to that salt mine. I think it's behind that castle thing that I was trying to get into. You know, let's try out this new bow. Even though it's not upgraded, I think that it'll be good to try. The draw speed is so slow. Wow, this place is big. 67 damage. 72 damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, you came out of nowhere, dude. 74 damage. Okay. Damage isn't terrible. Could be better. Ow. Oh, shoot. So many of these bugs. I really don't like these bugs. Alright. Ow. Gotta go. Okay. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Nope, not anymore. Why-ya! Got a golden chest over here. Let's take everything. Salt mines. Where are the salt mines? Am I right on top of them? Is this it? I can't see anything in here. Is this the salt mines? It is the salt mines. Okay. I collect a little bit of salt here. Alright. That's enough salt for now. I've got enough to increase the flame. It's kind of all I really care about right now. Just need to get out of here. Go back to the little break in the shroud and then fast travel back to base. What was that? Ooh, shroud time. Yes. More shroud time. Oh! Hey dude, how you doing? Didn't want this bow. Uh-oh. 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 No! Stop eating! Stop eating! Alright, he's dead. Good. Alright. Time to roll. What level am I? 13 character. Oh, I'm level 5. Check that out. Alright, I just gotta find that the spot where I can have the break in the shroud so I can go back to home base. I think I gotta find, I gotta get shroud wood actually, so we're gonna get shroud wood while we're here. I think this might be some shroud wood. We're about to find out. Yes it is, shroud wood. I don't remember how much I need. I'm just gonna collect 10. I think that's how many I needed. Rather, I'm gonna collect 20, just to be on the safe side. Just because I can. Alright, is that 20? Do I have 20 now? I have 18. I want 20. Really? Break, you tree. Break. Ya yeet. Alright. We're gonna go this way. This way should be the way out. That's really bright. Really crossroads right up here. Take a left. Should put me in that little break in the shroud, then I can fast travel out. Right about up here yonder somewhere ways. I think by this tree. Yeah, I know, shrouded caution, shut up. Alright. Now I should be able to go and do this right out of the shroud. Okay, strength and flame. I have the salt, the spark, the shroud wood. I need flintstone, mycelium, which I think I can get from the local shroud, and then I still need that scavenger matron's helmet, which I don't know where to get from. So for now, store what I can. Go ahead and salvage that. Salvage. Frozen core wand. I don't need magic things. Magic things are not for me. Hey dude, wake up. I need to talk to you for a second. Upgrade weapons. Let's upgrade this. Alright, this guy's making me mad. I think it's this guy I need. Upgrade weapons. Need 12 legendary runes. Now we're starting to get somewhere. The slow draw. I think I'll hang on to that bow for now. A pickaxe, axe. Got my ammos. My waters. Alright, looking good. I don't really need mana potions. Certainly need more gear to break down though, so I can get more runes. Upgrade my bows. Let me see. Does this bow have a draw speed increase? No, but it's got a lot of freaking damage. Wow, wow, wow. I'm really curious to know what that's like a gem socket or something. I don't know if that's even a thing in this game. What do you want? All right. Flame altar base improvements. Finding and using a gem forge. Probably exactly what that's going to be is a gem. Let's see, growing together. The hunter remembers where another ancient vault was built and believes it houses another sleeping survivor. Recover the survivor should aid in food production and cultivation. I'm not really interested in that shit. The eternal spells, don't really care. Carpentry assistance. I guess I'm gonna have to care eventually about these other ones. He's too far away. The ancient obelisk, flame shrine. Blacks, okay. I believe I got all these guys. I don't know if I got that one though. Because that one is like in a dark area. I'm gonna go for this flame shrine. Try to get this spark and then probably get off. I know I got that one. I should have gotten that one because it's already uncovered on the map. Is that it up there on top of the thing? I'll be damned it is. I don't know how I'm going to get up there. Let me see. Skills. I think I remember something somewhere in here. Double jump. Updraft. Yeah, that's what I'm needing right there is updraft. And I need to increase. Okay. So whenever I get my new skills, I'm going to actually go for updraft. I'm going to get that. Glider consumes less. Wow, he's actually alive. Dude, I thought you were dead. What's up, Elysius? Your name seems like super familiar, man. I can't remember for the life of me. How you been? Appreciate you stopping by. He doesn't remember me. No, I said your name seems familiar. I don't 100% remember. Oh, Blackie. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That was your other name. That was your alt name. I tried messaging you a couple times, like through Steam and stuff, but I I think you were so wrapped up with Final Fantasy. I don't think I've ever gotten a response back from you. I've been around, man. I've certainly been around. Taking care of family and doing other things, and now I'm ready to be back in the video game world and start playing Aion 2, because that's coming out very soon. I'm gonna be playing Aion 2. It's supposed to drop on the 19th for Taiwan and Korean servers, and I'm gonna play on the Taiwan servers. Shut up. Yeah, you had some shit to say, didn't you? Backpack. Salvage. Yeah. I think you can whisper me on Twitch. Just whisper me like your Discord, and then I'll add you. I'll be on tomorrow, so if you want to catch up tomorrow, I'll probably be on between 8 and 9 o'clock, and probably be streaming by 9 o'clock. I'm gonna start a stream Monday through Friday from 9 to 10. I don't quite know how the whispering function works on Twitch. Otherwise, I just whisper you, but I don't quite know how that thing works. This bow's really good, man. I'm starting to one-shot everybody. I really want to get that flame shrine up there. Let me see something. Open up another browser here for a sec. Yeah, I don't know how whispering works. I'm being dead honest with you. Alright, can he make it? I want this flame shrine. Alright, yeah, I'll add you here in a minute. Whenever I get done, and hopefully not dying from this glide. Yeah, alright. Easy. Did it on the first try. See. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hello? Discord, there we go. How do I do the thing again? I think I got you. Alright. So, we got that done. There's a flame shrine back there. I'll get all this other stuff later. I'll probably end up doing all this tomorrow. But I am going to go ahead and kill the stream, so I appreciate those of you stopping by who did. I will be on tomorrow at 9 o'clock, maybe a little sooner, but my official streaming schedule shows 9 to 10, so that means between 9 and 10 o'clock I will be streaming. I might start early, I might go after 10, but the minimum that I will be streaming is from 9 to 10, Monday through Friday, as of right now, so Put it on your schedule, put it on your calendar, in your reminders, whatever. Follow and come check it out. It'll just be me doing some more chit-chatting until the 19th, which is whenever Aion 2 finally drops, which is actually next week on Wednesday. So we got a little less than 2 weeks to go. Well, actually, no. Just a week and a day left to go. So, anyway, all right, enough babbling on. Y'all have a good night. I'll chat y'all tomorrow.